Welcome all to my YouTube channel Shweta Gupta Chemistry Classes. As we are doing chapter 2nd of class 12 chemistry solutions. So in that the topic we'll be covering today is Henry's law. Henry's law. So what does this law states? This law states that if you want to dissolve a gas in a liquid. Suppose this is the liquid, and if you want to dissolve a gas in the liquid, then the solubility of gas in the liquid is directly proportional to pressure applied above the surface of liquid. Suppose here is the gas molecules present and this is closed. This container is closed. Here it is liquid, above that gas particles are there, and this is closed with the help of piston. So the amount of this gas particles that will be dissolving in this liquid will be directly proportional to the amount of pressure applied above the surface of liquid. So if you apply more and more pressure, then these gas molecules will come closer to each other, will come more near to the surface of liquid. More gas particles will be in contact with the surface of this liquid, and therefore more is the solubility. So solubility of a gas in a liquid is directly proportional to pressure of the gas present above the surface of liquid or the solution. Now, if the mole fraction of a solution of a gas in a solution is the measure of its solubility. If you represent or give the solubility with its mole fraction, that is mole fraction is equals to solubility of the gas, then you can say that, as the definition indicates, solubility is directly proportional to partial pressure applied over the surface of the liquid. So solubility is equals to mole fraction. So mole fraction will also be directly proportional to the partial pressure of the gas. So it is P is directly proportional to mole fraction. So P is directly proportional to mole fraction, or P is equals to KH into mole fraction, where KH is Henry's constant. It is Henry's law constant, KH. Now, if we represent this Henry's law with the help of graph, suppose we are taking mole fraction of HCl in its solution in cyclohexane. That is, we are dissolving a gas in a liquid. So what we have taken mole fraction and partial pressure of the gas. So partial pressure we have taken on the y-axis and mole fraction of the gas we have taken in the x-axis. So on plotting the graph, there comes a straight line. And the slope of the line is KH, that is, it represents Henry's law constant. What does this straight line indicates? When you plot mole fraction against partial pressure, this straight line indicates that mole fraction is directly proportional to partial pressure according to Henry's law. Now, Henry's law is applied to each gas. You can apply Henry's law to each gas, but it should be independent of presence of other gases. That is, that individual gas for which you will be applying the Henry's law, the condition when you will be applying Henry's law is that gas should be independent of presence of other gas. If you need to apply Henry's law for this gas, then if other gases are also present, then this gas should be independent of the presence of other gases. Then only you can apply Henry's law on this gas, or it is independent of the presence of all these gases. It has its individual value. Now, different gases have different KH values at same temperature. That is, every gas has a different nature. So, at same temperature, different gases will have different KH values. That is, the value of KH will depend upon the nature of gas. So, as the nature of every gas is different, so the value of KH will be different for every gas at the same temperature. That is, it indicates KH is a function of nature of gas. What does it state? KH is a function of nature of gas. Now we are doing one numerical based on this law, Henry's law. H2S is a toxic gas with rotten egg-like smell. It is used for qualitative analysis. H2S is the gas and is used for qualitative analysis. It means somehow you will be dissolving this gas, H2S. If the solubility of H2S in water, here the solubility of H2S in water is given 0.195 m and the condition is given at STP. So gas is dissolving in water. So here you can apply Henry's law and the solubility of the gas is given. Solubility of the gas is given. You need to calculate Henry's law constant. So what is Henry's law constant? Henry's law constant is KH. Solubility of H2S gas is given 0.195 m. Small m. Small m represents the molality of the solution. What is molality of a solution? Molality is the number of mole of solute dissolved in 1 kg of solvent. So what is the solute over here? H2S is the solute. It means 0.195 moles of H2S are dissolved in solvent. Solvent is water. They are dissolved in 1 kg of solvent. So number of moles of solute we know, and we know the mass of solvent in kg, that is 1 kg, and the solvent is water and the solute is H2S. So formula you need to put is KH is equals to pressure divided by mole fraction. Pressure divided by mole fraction. Now here the condition is given at STP. Solubility of H2S in water at STP. So the pressure at STP is always 0.987 bar. So if you need to find out the value of KH, then you know the value of P, pressure, because the condition is given at STP. So pressure at STP is always 0.987 bar. So first you need to find out the value of mole fraction. You know the value of pressure. If you find out the value of mole fraction, then you will be able to find out the value of KH. So what does this mole fraction formula? It is, you need to find out the mole fraction of H2S. So formula is number of moles of H2S divided by number of moles of H2S plus number of moles of water. So in this question, the number of moles of H2S we already know because molality is given. So number of moles of H2S is 0.195 moles. But we do not know the number of moles of water. But we know the mass of water in kg. So what is the formula to find out the number of moles? Number of moles formula is mass in gram divided by molar mass. So the mass in gram of water, but we have the mass in kg. So you convert 1 kg into gram. So it will be 1000 gram divided by molar mass of water. What will be the molar mass of water? 2 into 1 plus 16. That is 18 gram per mole. So putting the value in this formula, 1000 gram divided by 18 gram per mole. Mass in gram divided by molar mass will give the number of moles of water. That is 55.55 moles. So we got the number of moles of water. Now we'll put this value in this formula. So we'll be getting the mole fraction of H2S. We know the number of moles of this, we know the number of moles of this, and we have find out the number of moles of water. That is 55.55 mole. So putting the values in this formula, what we get is equals to 0.0035. This is the mole fraction. Then according to Henry's law, pressure is equals to kH into mole fraction. So kH, Henry's constant value, will be pressure of H2S divided by mole fraction of H2S. Pressure we already know at STP is 0.987 bar, and the mole fraction of H2S is 0.0035. So the value of kH comes out to be 282 bar. So if this type of question comes, what you need to do is molality is given. So molality is giving the solubility. First you break down this moles, this much moles in this much of solvent. Solvent we know, solute we know. What you need to find out? Value of kH. First write down the formula. Then pressure at STP needed. At STP pressure is always 0.987. Then based on this formula you need to find out value of mole fraction of H2S. So formula applied will be this. And moles of H2S we know. Moles of water will find. So mass in gram divided by molar mass. Mass in gram will find, will change kg into gram. 1000 gram upon 18 gram per mole. It comes out to be this much mole. Putting the value in the equation for mole fraction. This much value of mole fraction we get. Then we'll put the value in this formula for kH. Pressure is this much. Mole fraction is this much. So value of kH is 282 bar. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.